My lovely people of God, how na day? I greet you especially. Wow, how na day? This is wow. On the DPA Family Law Clinic, there's a post that he made. He made a post over there, and on that case, on that post, he said on the case of Yul-Edochie and your questions by DPA. So you see that on that note, on the headings of this post that he made, he was addressing the fake news that some bloggers are carrying. The news that is not true that some bloggers are carrying. And he's trying to distance himself from such bloggers. You can go onto his page. His page on Facebook is DPA Family Law Clinic. You can go on there and read this. So this is authentic. I'm not bringing this as fake or anything. That's why I gave you all the handle. It's public. Anybody and everybody can go on there to read it. So this is what he said. He said on the case of Yul-Edochie and your questions by DPA. He said in the past 3 days, our office has been having so many messages and calls from bloggers and others for updates on the case of May Yul-Edochie and Yul-Edochie himself. Remember, he did not just say one blogger. He said bloggers. So it's all the bloggers. bloggers. Oh my goodness, we they try. He said from bloggers. So some bloggers have been calling and testing and sending messages to him. So this is to you bloggers that are calling him. He went further to say, as always been our practice, we have carefully avoided responding to these messages and calls for a number of reasons. You see, most of these bloggers that will come to you and say, oh, I get this from the source, I get it, they're lying. Because according to him here, he is saying that he has avoided responding to the bloggers' calls. He said, first, we don't want to be misquoted. As lawyers, one thing with lawyers that I can tell, because I have lawyers in my family, they are defending you. If they go to court to lie, the judge will say they are frivolent, something like that. Learned people in the house, maybe correct me if I lie. So they will say that, the punishment for that lawyer is even more than his client. Because one, he could lose his license and he will never practice for life. That is why you see that majority of these lawyers, they are very careful in a case like this that is so broad. Yes, this case between Yul-Edochie and Yul-Edochie is international case. It's not just a Nigeria case because everybody is looking, everybody is watching. That's why even the judges themselves are very careful. So he went further. He said, first, we don't want to be misquoted or misunderstood. That's one of the reasons why they do not, give information. Because when you pass information to somebody, they will misquote what you said to them. Information passed on to the first or the second or even to the third person is not related to the public the way the first respondent or the first person that gave the message to the second person. So it changes and it varies. So it says, second, from the very beginning, we have always known that social media is not the right place to ventilate a family dispute of this nature. Now you bring am on, I make everybody dey involved. Then he said, thirdly, we are all under the injunction of the court. That means they are under the orders of the court. Restraining all parties from using social media to advance their side of the case. Hence, we have never, and that never, I wrote it in capital letter. He said, hence, we have never shared any information privately with any person or blogger concerning this case. My people, DPA don't deny also. He said never share any case with any blogger. Whoa. So those of you that you might be thinking you are getting all the authentic information, DPA, the main cocoa lawyer that is in this case, said he has never shared anything with anybody concerning this case. And of course, you know that Yul-Edochie, with the way that woman carries herself, to two people that I've seen in this Nollywood industry that I can say I respect so much. Number one is Genevieve Naji. Number two is Yul-Edochie. Because these two, they need to be studied in Harvard. Yes, they need to be studied in Harvard. So let me go on before this thing comes to law. It said, and all bloggers concerning this case, they have never. However, given the persistent calls, so these bloggers' persistent calls, especially in the past 3 days, we would like to make the following statement in order to hopefully stop or decrease the calls and requests of the information that these bloggers are asking for. We need to know, DPA. I bet just give us a little bit of this information. Not to blame us vloggers and bloggers and whatever. So he said, the case came up for a scheduled hearing on Friday, 28 June 2024. The court again admonished the parties to desist from commenting on the case on social media. All sides are bound by this instruction. In fairness to the court, this was not the first time the court would advise the parties to avoid every improper or inappropriate use of the media to advance their case. On this one now is referring to Yo and Juju. It's referring to them, right? Because he said the judge has always warned them so that they don't use the social media to advance their case, to ask for. So, he said the judge have told them, apart from yo, like I said before, they always come on social media to want to prove something that I don't know what you do. When somebody love you don't need to prove anything. And even before the court admonition, Queen May and her representative had adopted the court position as a matter of basic. He said people before the court gave that instruction and put that rule down, they know the law. They are learned people. They call them learned people or learned whatever. They know not to talk about their case to the public, to the press, to bloggers, to anybody until they win this case. So they have known to do that, and they have kept to that side of their own. They have kept to that side on their own side. It's a matter of common sense. Queen May and her representative had adopted the court position as a matter of basic common sense. Else we were not the one who hired Sarah Martins. Hey, whoa, this is our Sarah Martins matter. Sarah the Martins welcomed the disgrace herself on social media at that time. So they said they are not the one that hired Sarah Martins to tarnish anyone. We were not the one who started spreading false rumors about cosmetic surgery. We were not the ones who started demanding the return of bride price on social media. We were not the ones who started asking for a change of name on social media. We all knew where this came from. It came from the bag of a bag of gari where there's soak overnight. So all these things were coming from them. So we're not the ones who started demanding the return of bride price on social media. We're not the ones who started asking for a change of name on social media. We're not the ones who started making skits aimed at shaming and blackmailing the other side. We were not the ones who started giving podcast interview to embarrass the other side. All along, we had shown restraint because we represent a woman who is an embodiment of grace, respect, class, integrity, a woman of, I call her a virtuous woman. We are proud to say that we represent a woman who has been with only one man in her entire life, and that was the man she married. You can understand how offensive it will be for anyone to spread false rumor against such woman. Said, though we prefer to remain silent and restrained, it is the reality of basic human condition that if someone were to spread lies persistently with the intention to damage an innocent woman that we represent, we will have no choice other than to respond with truth. That was what DPA did, but we did it most reluctantly and carefully, and still with much restraint. Now that the court has again admonished the parties and their agent to avoid social media, we are happy and hopeful that there will be no more skit aimed at insulting our client. There will be no more podcast interview aimed at embarrassing our client. There will be no more shenanigans. Our goal, and I believe, the goal of the court as well, is to bring this legal dispute to closure as quickly as possible so that this family can move on with their lives and heal as they adjust to the new reality, which is very important. We urge all of you, therefore, to be considerate and to always understand that these are human beings and no one will like the kind of intrusiveness, curiosity into their private affair. It is not a defense, really, that one of them brought the matter to the public. You don't gaze at the person just because he dropped his pants by himself. Decency and decorum requires you to look away and not blame your inappropriate curiosity on the recklessness of the subject of your curiosity. At this moment, we hope that Mr. Yul-Edochie has finally understood the need to keep his family matters and marriage as far away as possible from the public glare. And if so, the world should respect them and leave them alone and allow the court to do its work. We are confident that justice will be done in the end. I like this post that DPA made. I really like it. He addressed the bloggers and he also addressed Yul-Edochie and Judy Austin. He did not pretend. He just told them what the law is and that he hoped that they followed what the court ordered them to do. Because you find out that, like, we all are talking about this now, Yul-Edochie was the one that brought it to social media. If he hadn't bring it to social media, nobody would have been talking about him. Look at AY. When AY's divorce saga is a marriage separation, his estranged wife decided to put it on social media, AY came and addressed it immediately. Even when May was begging Yul-Edochie and said, please, we have children, take this matter off social media, he refused. He thought he was going to be doing Queen May. He thought he was going to be doing, Mary. He thought he was going to be, talking her down because he felt at the time that she was not a celebrity. She appealed to him because of the children. Our children are growing. Take this thing off social media. He refused. He went on the street of Enugu. He was dancing with a bondwoman when his son passed away. My people, please share this video. DPA said he did not give information to us, to bloggers. Please share this video, my people. Share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you know you have not. And please turn on that notification bell so that each time I post any video, you first be notified. Thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.